I am currently contorting my body in a very strange position to show you the Apple Watch Series 10 46mm in jet black. Oof, which is huge compared to the 40mm Apple Watch that I am so used to. But the Series 10 so far has very much impressed me, especially with the always on display. I mean, this thing is beautiful. It's not honestly that different from even the Series 5, but it is quite beautiful. It's noticeably brighter, and this 46mm display is not messing around. Like, it is so gigantic compared to 40mm on my Series 5. Can you tell that I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night? Why the hell did I get this bigger size? Because I just wanted to try something different. I've been using this tiny little 40mm for a while, and I thought, Ben, what the hell? Get the 46mm. Treat yourself. YOLO. It actually looks gigantic on my little baby wrists, where I feel like maybe the Series 5 40mm is a little more proportionate. The Series 10 46mm is massive, but I do like being able to see extra stuff on the screen. You see a little extra when you're like texting people or like changing settings, when you're, putting in your password to unlock it. It's fast as hell, noticeably faster than the Series 5, which I definitely appreciate. The battery life, of course, because it's a new Apple Watch, it's going to be much better. Series 5 didn't really get me through a day, especially if I worked out. It would barely be doing, anything by the end of the day without completely dying. Something also happened in watchOS 11 where the now playing complication using the modular watch face, now it only shows this area where it says suggested music and podcasts you play will appear here, but then they never actually appear there, where in watchOS 10 over here on my Apple Watch 5, you can see that now playing actually shows what's now playing. This is kind of a minor annoyance, but for me, it's kind of a major annoyance because I use the now playing feature or complication on my Apple Watch Series 5 constantly. I'm always playing music and podcasts and stuff. And the Series 5 here is still showing the complication properly. It shows what song is playing and that kind of thing, and you can tap on it and it goes into the now playing screen. But in watchOS 11 on the Apple Watch Series 10 here, even when you're playing something, it still shows this, which is really, really annoying. And you have to tap on it and then it goes to the app where you're actually playing something. So it takes one extra tap, which is not the end of the world. But if you're using this feature a lot like me, it is really annoying. I feel like Apple Watches are the most boring Apple product. Like, it's so useful and it's so integrated into our lives at this point that it's almost boring. I watch the keynotes and I'm just like, yeah, it just looks like the same Apple Watch and maybe it's 2.8% faster or whatever, but do I really even need that? Do I notice a speed difference in the Apple Watch Series 10 from the Series 5? I definitely do. It's definitely a lot snappier. Did I need to spend $300+ on a new Apple Watch though? No, and I don't think I still really should have done that, honestly. Like, I like my Apple Watch Series 5. I've gotten so used to this little thing. It's so freaking adorable. And I kind of like that it has some like scratches and stuff on the exterior. It gives it like some character. We don't always need the latest and the greatest. No one needs a freaking new iPhone or a new Apple Watch every year. We really don't. If you have an Apple Watch Series 5 or lower, or really any device that's working for you, and you're just thinking, I should just upgrade for no reason. Like, if you don't have a reason, just don't upgrade. Stick with your Apple Watch if you like it for what it is. If it still works for you, not just your Apple Watch, but your iPhone, your Mac, etc. If it works for you, there's no reason to upgrade. But if the battery's dying, that's a reason for an upgrade. Like, if your battery health kind of sucks, which it kind of does on the Series 5, the battery health, I believe, is under 70%. I think it's like 69 or something on here. At which point Apple recommends that it's like you should be upgrading at this point, or at least get the battery serviced. But if it wasn't for the freaking Tesla app, which was like, yo, you need a newer Apple Watch, you need at least a Series 6 to be able to just unlock your car remotely or turn on the climate. These are the dumb things that I got my Apple Watch Series 10 for. I didn't get it for water monitoring or extra sleep detection or something. I don't even like something to track my sleep. I don't even like to be tracked almost at all, except for my exercise stuff, which is the reason why I got my Apple Watch in the first place. You don't need to upgrade to the newest Apple Watch. It is awesome, but it's also $400. Do I notice all the extra features and how much better this display looks on the Series 10? Yeah, but all the Apple Watches I've used look amazing, even generation number 1. This one's just a little bit brighter and the display is massive. If you're watching this, you probably already have an Apple Watch that works totally fine for you. I know you do. I can see through the lens on this camera. I can see that thing on your wrist. That's an Apple Watch Series 5, isn't it? I knew it. And you know it still works. You may have to charge it a couple times during the day, which is kind of annoying. But at the end of the day, it still works for you, doesn't it? It still works pretty well. And you just lust after getting the latest and the greatest, don't you? Don't you? If you've made it this far in this video, leave like the muscle arm emoji in the comments down below. This Apple Watch is really cool. I like it. Apple Watch Series 10, I'm down. It just is awesome, but it's kind of boring. It's very incremental, even coming from the 5, honestly. Like, yeah, the battery's better, the screen's better, yada, yada, yada. Oh yeah, this has a speaker where you can listen to music through the speaker on your watch. I actually haven't even tried it yet, but it probably sounds like ass.